Hey. We back. Hit that like button. Hit the cash app. Hit the cash app, brothers and sisters. Man, what it is, we back. We back. You heard me. I think Cash App might be broke, y'all. We ain't got no Cash App in a couple days. So I'm gonna reach out to Cash App a little later, probably tomorrow morning, and figure out what's going on with our account. We ain't got no Cash Apps. And I know they coming in. You know what I mean? I know the donations is pouring. And we ain't been getting them. So we ready to reach out to Cash App, see what the fuck going on, because we should have got thousands of dollars by now. And since the last live, we should have made thousands. So I think Cash App might be broke. But we got a lot to talk about today though, y'all. We got OTF, Boonie Mo, arrested on some wild ass charges. Who was killed advertised to the cartel, but man, well he if his family got GoFundMe up. If his family got, he ain't got no ties in it. If his family got GoFundMe up. Hold on. Yeah, he ain't got no ties in no motherfucking cartel. Cash App, brothers and sisters. Yo, but Vlad TV. I talked a little bit about that. Let me put some tags in the video, y'all. Hold on. Cause it look like YouTube playing with the numbers. Look like they playing with the numbers, y'all. So let me put some tags in the video real quick. But Vlad TV, right? Like I told y'all over here, yo, I don't like certain people. You can't come over here and quote anything that Vlad says. You know what I mean? And it be taken as credible, or Adam 22, or for damn near any of them guys. You know what I mean? Like if we don't take their word as credible, like they don't have no pull over on Keep It G News. Now I know they like to try to make it seem like they got say in the culture, but they don't. Because if you was to watch them interviews of Adam or of Vlad or just them talking on their own without having a guest, they don't do no numbers. So it shows you that people aren't actually interested in them. You know, people interested in what they bring to the table because they bring us to the table, but people not really interested in Vlad's take on things. But Vlad always seems to put his fucking nose in what's going on in black people. So we're gonna go back to the interview. All of this started. Shawnee, what's up, baby? All of this started, right? When Vlad was talking to Oskino. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to that, Al. We ain't gonna jump the gun. I'm definitely gonna speak to exactly what you were just typing. So you know, a lot of times, yo, people think everything gonna last forever. But I'm gonna get to that though, Al. I gotta talk about this guy Vlad real quick. Y'all don't forget, yo, we doing dinner. We doing dinner with Keep It G News. Don't forget, y'all, we doing dinner with Keep It G News. $300. Don't You gotta donate $300 first though. And your room, your board, your flight, and all accommodations is on you. Only thing I'm paying for is the dinner, and the can exceed $75. So make sure y'all hit the cash app. What's up, Nelson? How you feeling, yo? Did you hit the cash app yet, Nelson? Yo, why the fuck? Yeah, we hit the cash app over here, man. But shit, everything cool. Everything good for real. Can't complain, you know? Alright. We should be good now. Let's start sending to some people. Alright, so let me show you how all this started. I talked about it a little bit yesterday. But now he had Tariq Nasheed on the platform. And I told y'all, yo, I don't nah, Nick. I don't follow none of them dudes. You know what I mean? Like none of them speakers, especially at the Umar Johnson. Like I don't think none of them guys really organic for real. Like, you know, when I talk foundational black Americans, like I never even put a term to it. But I just know that when it comes down to us, we in this shit on our own. We ain't really got no allies like that. You feel me? So with Tariq Nasheed pushing this FBA movement, I wasn't never piggybacking off y'all because I don't really know too much about him, to be honest. You know what I mean? I don't know too much about Tariq Nasheed. I don't know what he stand for. I don't know none of that shit. And I ain't really interested in knowing it. But Vlad brought him to the platform, and I guess he apologized to him for the statements that he made when he was talking to Oskino. Ball out. Talk about be playing more slots tonight. Nah, man. Did you hit the Cash App, Avery? We do Cash App over here, yo. I'm ready to just start change my. I'm ready to just change my name from Keeping G News just to hit the Cash App. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna know what it is. Man, where the fuck to hit the Cash App, nigga? Hit the PayPal, hit the Zelle. You know? That's what we do over here. We don't need to hit the like button. Like, we don't give a fuck about no like button. Alright, so let me show you how all this started. Straight up. Keep it cash at. Yep, that's the new name, man. Keep it cash at. Alright, so let me go. So Vlad said that FBAs are stupid. You know, black Americans, and the reason And it started, all of this started off, I guess, black women. Black women wanted to boycott African hair braiding spots, you know, said they're not getting treated right. And that's what they want to do. Shit, hey, I don't blame them. I mean, I think it's a lot of boycott need to go on in our community. But for Vlad, him being an outsider, like, yo, why the fuck is this? Why is this even concern you? You understand? Nah, man, down, man. I don't know if he got on them bump. We had to look into that album. I ain't just gonna piggyback. I ain't just gonna piggyback off that, off of what Shorty said. Yeah, for real though, Shawnee. Like, why does things that's going on in the black community concern Vlad so often? You understand? Like, yo, he jumps out of turn all the time. Like, yo, we don't be asking for your input. We don't be like, yo, we don't, yo, just do your interviews, bro. Like, yo, but stop speaking on issues pertaining to black people that has absolutely nothing to do with you. Like, you're not here trying to help them. You ain't, you, all you doing is hurting. Speaking out of turn. Oh man, sweet that my man from Iranian, man. Hit that like button, hit the cash app first before you do anything. OG.
Hold on, I'll play it for you. Let me see if I can.
Alright, so this how this
July
started.
29th. Let me tell you what I feel like. 3 days. I'm gonna tell you what I feel like. You don't think that's racist? Towards each other?
Here you go.
Shops, restaurants, and okay, so an alarming social media call to action spearheaded by that. I mean, so here we go. There's a, you're not gonna do that, but if I was an African person with African brain store, I wouldn't even apologize because girls gonna still get hurt. It's a whole thing right
and
now.
Then and Uskano, and this is the thing too that I was talking about this the other day. Yo, you don't gotta answer every question, yo. I mean, if you're not adverse or at least knowledgeable on certain situations, especially a situation like this when you're talking about the culture or the community as a whole, yo, everybody isn't qualified to speak on that shit. You feel me? And it's okay. You know, that's not everybody's strong suit. So Oskino really spoke out of turn as well when he talked about shit. If I was down, I wouldn't apologize at all. Come on, bro. Like, yo, come on. Like, what the fuck is you doing? You on a huge platform, yo, and I don't know, yo. I just wish that people just learn to say, you know, next question or no comment, or, you know, I ain't really, you know, they ain't really my expertise, you know, so I ain't really trying to dive too deep into it, you know, because when you put out misinformation, especially on a serious topic, yo, you hurting the situation. You know what I mean? You making it worse. Because this is really not confusing. You get me? It's not confusing to understand why black women want to boycott African braiding stores or African products or whatever they boycott. It ain't confusing. It's very simplistic. You feel me? If you know what's going on and you know how they really feel about us, and you know how they look at us, shit, I get it. It make perfect sense. So I don't understand why Oskino even felt the nerve to even say what he just said.
I think it's though because they're saying, me and my man here, you know, the cameraman, we're talking before the interview. There's a whole thing right now where they're telling foundational Black Americans, you know, people that were born in America, to boycott African shops on August 1st. This is a thing. For what though? Because they're saying African stores are not Black owned. You know, it's a whole thing right now. I think it's stupid. First of all,
look, you see what I'm saying? Oskino, what are you doing? Like, why is how he don't understand this? You see the movements in the face that he made? Like, oh Lord. Like, I think it's legitimate. Yeah, I know something. Yes, I'm saying. And Sean, it probably just be years of mistreatment. You know what I mean? Years of disrespect. All type of shit like that.
I think it's stupid. Let me ask you a question though. What do Africans sew in their stores?
Here go Vlad.
Like hair braiding and stuff like that.
Hold on.
Like, there's one African woman whole thing right now.
Here go Vlad. I think it's stupid. Yo, but you shouldn't have an opinion on it. Like, why do you even have an opinion on what black women are deciding to do because they feel played? You're not a black man. You ain't like, yo, you ain't a black woman. Like, yo, he should have absolutely no opinion on the situation. Like, you know how sometimes when they be coming over here like, yo, free Palestine or do this and do that. I be like, yo, I don't give a fuck. Like, yo, that shit ain't got shit to do with me over there. You know what I mean? Yeah, what's going on with them is terrible. Hopefully they can find a resolve. But I ain't going to just come out and say, oh, well, this people need to do this and this people need to do that. Because at the end of the day, that shit ain't got no burns on what the fuck going on over here with me and my people. And I don't understand why Vlad don't take the same approach. Vlad has a certain type of arrogance and cockiness with him where he think that his word means something. Well, hey, but this is America, Odyssey. It's America. You right. It shouldn't. I wouldn't disagree. Skin color shouldn't have anything to do with anything. But that's not the country we live in. I don't know if you're in America or not, but in America, race matters. You know what I mean? And we ain't make it this way. This is how they, constructed the whole situation. Right. He be fucked up then. Y'all share the live, y'all, because YouTube playing games. There's no way we only got 15 people on here at motherfucking 3 o'clock in the morning. Share the live, y'all. Share the live.
I think it's stupid. First of all, I think it's stupid. Let me ask you a question, though.
And look how...
What do Africans sell in their stores?
Look how bold he... Look how bold he was. I think it's stupid. I think it's... Yo, well, we don't give a fuck what you think, Vlad. Excuse me. Why do we care what Vlad thinks? This shit has no burns on anything you got going on in life. Like, yo, mind your motherfucking business, my nigga.
It's a whole thing right now. I think it's stupid. First of all, I think it's stupid. Let me ask you a question, though. What do Africans sell in their stores? Well, like hair braiding and stuff like that. Like this one African woman who has a hair braiding store had to do a whole apology and blah 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 and everything else like that. If I was an African person with an African braiding store, I wouldn't even apologize because girls gonna still get their hair braided. Period. They might not come on August the 1st. They can come the 2nd. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna do that. But whoever came up with not going to an African store is a bozo to me.
Let me see something. Let's see if we can find out what happened. Hey Sean, you know what happened? Let's go to TikTok. Oh, boycott. Boycott acting businesses.
This video because I wanted to support Shaya's Shelf, who is also promoting a protest for August 1st. Complete blackout on African braiding shops, restaurants, and stores, right?
So I would just like to say, I see nothing wrong with boycotting. The issue is
a lot of big banks.
This video.
Find out what happened.
So let me get this straight, because I asked, why was we boycotting African businesses, braiders, and things like that? And so the understanding that I receive is that this lady named Nadine or Nadia have a 24-hour hair salon and became a millionaire and got the majority of her braiders are African, and she's a millionaire, and we want to boycott her because of that.
No.
Instead of those that do here,
boycotting the African braid. It's the 1st of the month, but I'm finna...
What the fuck happened?
This was one of the African braiding shops on August 1st. She did apologize. She sounded like she understood. She did a video and she shop in particular, the lady Nadine, she did a video and she really, I felt like she was empathetic. She did apologize. She sounded like she understood what the issues were and she was apologizing on behalf of the African businesses. And that's what I'm talking about. I do think that conversations like that is needed, especially in this time, right? When there's so much issues that is
Nadine. Let's see if we can find out exactly what happened. Nadine.
So let me get this straight, cause you guys to know that.
I'm sorry. Here today, because deep inside me, my whole soul want to say, I'm sorry. I do understand. We have done so much wrong. Maybe some people before me. I want to join you in the fight. I want us to change. This is a wake-up call for all Africans, immigrants in America. We are deeply sorry for everything, and we are taking note, and we will show you the change because it's gonna start now. You should be grateful for being in a land that they welcomed you, and the least we could do is to express our gratitude by being respectful to
you guys to know that.
I'm sorry.
See, but the crazy thing about it is, right? Most people that travel to the United States from other countries and make United States their home, they don't even realize, yo, that black people are the ones that fought for that. You know what I mean? Like, that be the crazy thing about Africans and people that become, it's not even just them, people that, black people, all people that come from these other countries, that they don't realize, yo, if it wasn't for the Civil Rights Act in 1965, then y'all wouldn't even be able to come over this bitch. So it just be crazy to me that they come over here and treat us like second-class citizens when we was the ones that put in the footwork for y'all to even come over this bitch. They should have the most utmost respect. So what the fuck happened?
Here today,
We wanted to come to our platform and say something that nobody else has said. We want you guys to know that.
I'm sorry.
Nah. What the fuck happened?
No matter what happens on August 1st, we want boycotting.
Hold on. Oh, this happened in Maryland.
I'm just.
It was a fight?
We appreciate you.
Okay, I just want to
All
know.
right.
I think it's so absurd how Nadine be getting on this fucking internet talking about the 2-hour braids and all of this shit about good customer service and how she's fixing shit. First of all, I've been sitting inside of there since 6 o'clock with Milan. This is my first time ever bringing Milan with me. Why am I leaving here at 10, whatever the fuck time it is? Look at my fucking hair. Look at my hair. It's not even halfway done.
It looked like she ain't doing good service. Hold on, y'all. Why are black women boycotting African braiding stores? Yo, does anybody know exactly what happened? I'm trying to find a backstory now. It was just that one shot because the boycott or it started because of the lady Nadine. Yeah, it started because of the lady Nadine. Disrespects black women. can't find a video of how it all played out. No, because context is important. But no matter really,
So let me, because I like the one that's like, I think.
No matter how it played out, I don't blame him for
On
doing
August 1st, there's going to be a huge boycott of African braiding shops. On August 1st, there's going to be a huge boycott of African braiding shops. So I'm sure a lot of you have seen videos like this talking about boycotting African braiding shops. And you guys are probably wondering where did this come from. And this idea actually came from this creator. Let's play a little of what she has to say.
I think it's time for us to show how strong and how powerful the Black American dollar is, since they don't believe us. I think it's time to boycott the braiding shops.
Now, the reason why there's a planned boycott against African braiding shops is because some within the African American community believe that they are mistreated badly in these African braiding shops. And the reaction to this has been very mixed. While some are praising this, others are calling out the hypocrisy. For example,
Hi everyone. So there's this group that is calling them. You guys to know that. Wait, hold up. Have y'all heard about?
Yeah, I don't know, y'all. I can't find it. Disrespect.
We appreciate you.
Les Américains ont littéralement décidé de boycotter le salon de...
Hey. So I posted my... Hey, so I posted my braiding review of Nadine's braiding. I went about a...
Yeah, I talked about Govan, y'all. I think what happened with that shit was despicable. For yo to be able to snitch and then beat the case, like yo, that is setting a whole new precedent. You feel me? Like for yo to be able to tell and beat the case is crazy to me. But he a Fed informant, so you know, I think that's why he probably the only one that ain't been touched yet. Motherfuckers scared they gonna go to prison, fuck around with y'all.
Month ago, and actually over a month. I went like 6 weeks ago, and I just took my braids out. I only leave my braids in for 4 to 6 weeks because that's what my dermatologist recommended. I have alopecia areata, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to get up on TikTok and talk about it, but I think it's important for people that I'm doing more intricate styles. I go to her, but she's Nadine's. If you do your own hair, you should probably not go to Nadine's because you're going to be extremely particular about how hair is tucked, about your parts. Because the thing with Nadine's is you are getting whatever braider is available. Now, I've been told you can request a braider. You'd have to ask them about that, and so maybe see in the comments if maybe people are talking about a braider that's really good. I've heard people talk about some, and I've had some that are a little bit, like, it's just a little bit better. But overall, my experiences have always been about the same. Yeah, like, if you do your own hair, you're not going to like Nadine's. You're going to be very...
Hell no. That's on YouTube? That's on YouTube? Why he threatened CSI Ceddy? And they on the same team, ain't they? Oh, we gotta find that. CSI Ceddy Nash. Yeah, here you go.
If you or a loved one experienced inappropriate behavior by staff while incarcerated at a Maryland juvenile...
Check it out now. CSI Ceddy Nash. Yeah, this is right here.
Bro, did y'all see? Nigga, did y'all see? On 6-0, you finna get blocked, bro.
Yo, stop putting things on 6-0.
Go ahead. I'm just finna block you, homie. I don't do none of that stuff you be doing. Yeah, you block, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You play with your kids like that, homie. Don't play with me. Peace. Did y'all see did y'all see what the news said, bro? What the DA said?
Yo, did y'all see what the?
I'm mad I ain't really get a chance to watch that case because I probably could have called it if I'd have got a chance to watch the bitch. People probably was shocked, but it probably wasn't really shocking if you really listen to the evidence. You know, once the verdict came out, it don't seem like they had too much of a case against them. It sounded like what his attorneys was doing was basically saying like, yo, he wasn't nothing but a middleman. You really can't even call him that. He didn't have the money, he didn't have the resources, and there's no real verifiable proof that these conversations between these guys even went down. Being as though they couldn't use his statements against him.
Gay shit.
It probably was scripted. No Ceddy the police too. It's probably a way to get Govan some money. Send him on an interview tour.
What's the word?
Shit, you tell me.
Congratulations, fool. I mean, shoot, what's going on, man?
Yo, congratulated a rat. I'm about sick of this interview already. Yo, did he just congratulate a rat? Yo, I've been put out a I've been told the Rolling 60s to inbox me, and I was trying to become a member for 2 years so I can get up high enough to DP Ceddy Nash. Ceddy Nash deserves a DP. Like, yo, how is he getting away with this? Like, there's no way he can be part of my gang, yo, and not be DP weekly. Like, if I was head rank in the Rolling 60s, Ceddy Nash would get DP'd weekly. Like, that would be part of. If you're gonna be part of my gang, yo, and you do this sucker shit you doing, I need frequent DPs every week. Yo, just congratulated a rat. Yo, crazy. He don't think nothing wrong with it.
You straight? It's Friday night. You know what I'm saying? We would have thought you'd have been on the town or something like that, bro. Like, you good?
Yeah, I'm always good.
Okay, it was you kind of, I don't know, man. You kind of, you straight? You kind of looking at me like kind of funny, bro. Like,
what the fuck?
Man,
Hey, what the fuck? You scared? Like he's scared or something? What the fuck? Like, yo, I don't understand this conversation already.
I just don't respect. You know what I'm saying, man? You know how, you know, you was putting the narrative out, like I had something, like I was really in on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you tried to flip it. When you get to the emotions and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't respect that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they like bar you from Memphis from doing some goofy ass shit like that. Like,
first off, why you talking to, nigga? Any nigga ban me from Memphis, I do my step play. You can do that old man stale face shit you got going on, nigga. But it's Ceddy Nash, bro. Like, I don't know what got going on, bro. But I'm one of them niggas. You don't come on the internet talking to me like that, nigga, for surely.
Hey yo, what the fuck? Hey yo, hell no. Yo, crazy. Why the fuck Ceddy Nash think he a gangster? Yo, this guy is comical. It's comical, y'all.
I'm not that nigga.
One thing we ain't finna do is argue on Instagram. You know, I look at you as like little kids at high school that used to get beat up and shit, and now you got a voice since the internet has been invented. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we ain't got to do this. Like, I'll be in LA soon. I'll be in Atlanta soon. Nigga, we can meet up and I'll kick the pies out your nigga. We ain't got to do this shit.
First off, a nigga beat me up, nigga. Definitely, that ain't never happened. So, you definitely won't come to LA. For sure, you won't be coming to goddamn LA. Nigga, that's one thing you won't do, nigga. My city? You talking like that, bro?
Just get ran out of your city for bringing Lil Woody to the 60s.
I got ran out of my city?
Then you have to pay some niggas out the 60s.
True. If I pay,
he definitely paid some niggas. Say that's probably paying the highest dues in the 60s right now.
Anybody? I'm paying ops. That's who I pay, nigga. I pay niggas to get niggas out the way. Watch your mouth, nigga, before I slap the... That's one thing. So first off, nigga, and you come to Atlanta, bro, let me tell you something. You slick-ass, little bean-head-ass niggas, bro. Niggas like you, bro, I slap the shit out of them. Nigga, I'll give your old ass a wedgie. You probably wearing Depends out this motherfucker. And you like 70-year-old talking shit, nigga, talking about.
Man, I can tell the way you talking, you ain't need in a fight, probably. You just, only fight you been in is in your dreams, nigga. You just talking. We ain't got to do all this goofy ass shit, nigga. Let's just line it up, nigga. I'll be in LA in like 4 days. Where you at?
Influences, glory, news. Don't call it a comeback.
Well, I agree with him.
I'll be in LA, nigga, 3 days and wait for you for 5 days, nigga.
All right, so I tell you what, when I touch down, nigga, in 4 days, nigga, I'm going to drop my load and let you know where I'm at. And I'm going to see if your podcasting ass going to pull up and stand on all this gangster shit that you talking. And I want to know.
I'm not a gangster. I'm rolling, nigga. That's number one.
What you on, first of all? I think you around here claiming the 60s on some goofy shit.
First off, nigga, come find out. Come to the set. Come find out. Come to the set, nigga. Yeah, come to the set and find out, nigga.
Hey, I'm free of all charges now. I'm slapping.
You bring your ass. You bring your ass to LA. You bring your ass to LA, nigga. I'm gonna find out. And if I'm paying niggas, I'm gonna pay niggas. And you ain't gonna make it, nigga.
What the fuck?
Okay, so
the fuck is this? The fuck is it? What is it, a federal hotline or something? Like these niggas is crazy.
You talking like you paying niggas on Instagram. You saying all that goofy. That's how I know you're a goofy. You saying shit like that on IG. What you gonna do?
No, you said I'm paying niggas. I said if I was to pay niggas, it'd be to paint niggas. Ain't none of that shit on my rap. I'm a nigga that get my hands dirty. I ain't gotta pay nobody.
Yeah, none of this. None of this makes sense. This sounds like a federal play. Yeah, man. They try to get Govan. They try to push Govan into the community, give him some interviews. That's the fuck this is. They both on this bitch talking super federal.
Nigga don't breathe. Let that nigga go. I'll pay LA to stay off your ass just so I can catch you. Fuck is you talking about?
And nigga, I plan to be at No Jumper soon. Ain't that one of your second
homes? Look, I told you.
You can meet me there, nigga.
I told you.
If I catch you at No
Look,
Jumper,
I told you. They ready to send this motherfucker on an interview tour. Yo, this is getting bad, y'all. Yo, we gotta not support this shit. You know what I mean? Yo, they really gonna allow Govan, a rat, a fucking rat, that was alleged to play the role in taking out a real nigga. That's crazy.
Catch the black part of my head, nigga. You type of nigga I smack with the back of my head.
Eyes out your ass in front of Adam, Remo, what's the name made the goofy ass shit about my daughter? The fat nigga name?
Man.
I kick your
You old ass niggas, bro. I swear for God. All that Memphis shit, that shit cool in Memphis. Outside of Memphis, nigga, that shit don't fly, bro. Fuck is you talking about? I real life nigga beat the shit out you. Beat dog shit out you. Beat the dog piss out you, bro. Don't show up in LA, nigga. Don't get no Vlad TV interview, no Jumper interview, no Cam Capone interview, no none of that. Don't bring your monkey ass to LA, nigga.
Oh, so he about to go on all those platforms. That's what he ready to do. Yeah, I think this is a play. Yeah, Govan told. Govan told first. The Cornelius Smith, he didn't snitch it to Govan told. That's what he said on the stand in the Justin Johnson trial.
I'm already booked. You think I ain't coming to get my money, nigga? I'm gonna send you the contract and let you know what day and see if your lame ass gonna pull up, nigga.
Whatever money you get, nigga, you better save that shit. Whatever money you get, save that shit, bro. Because nigga, they gonna need it.
But the money you making on this motherfucking YouTube, you need to put it on your life insurance, fuck boy.
Yeah, he told. So what happened, Jay, is he signed a proffer agreement, like how Will fuck the boy name is Keefe D did. And part of his agreement was anything he say can't be used against him. So that's why he was able to go to trial.
You better check my profile, nigga. One thing I do is I walk through shit. Huh?
Your profile say hell of a podcaster, nigga. That's all I get from it, nigga. Ain't shit gangster about your profile, nigga. And I'll see you soon, nigga.
When you've got smoke-free satisfaction.
Yeah, I think that was wild.
I'll text Adam right now. What are you talking about? But they accuse him.
Yo, they ready to send yo on a tour. Yo, that is crazy. Hold on, I gotta ride to the store, y'all. Yeah, he signed a proffer agreement. Let me ride to the store real quick. Yeah, we had to sidetrack to that. That's crazy. Yeah, but I think that's a play. I think that's a play. That's a play to get Govan some steam before he go on this interview tour. That was like promo. Goofy is a motherfucker. 'Cause as a grown man, right? I'm not getting on internet threatening to do harm to another grown man. Talking about, yo, I dropped my load. You can meet me here. Like, yo, that is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Like, if you want to go to jail, just say that. You know what I mean? Motherfucking homeless people go to jail all the time. You know what I mean? When they start getting cold outside and they need room and board. Shit, they know how to find themselves in the joint. They ain't gotta get on the internet and start implicating themselves in crimes and shit like that. Like, that's stupid as a bitch. But man, I don't know, man. I just was arguing with some dudes about Lamont Roach. Cause I think Lamont Roach is being a goofy for real. Like, he letting that tank shit go to his head. It's like, bro, ain't like you want to fight, my nigga. Keep talking about the nigga ducking you and he's scared of you and like, yo, once you build a resume, there's other fighters out here. I mean, Gary Russell been calling him out for weeks now. Then I seen Mayweather posted something saying that he wanted Lamont Roach to fight his fighter. And that nigga reply is, hey, no, won't you fight me? Like, yo, come on now. Like, yo, what? Fight Floyd, yo? Like, what have you done to deserve a fight with Floyd Mayweather? Like, come on, Lamont Roach, yo. Like, he letting that shit get to his head. Like, I know that was a big day for him. But that's why Tank don't like fighting them niggas. You know, because they get big-headed. They get arrogant. They get cocky. And he haven't really done anything. Ain't like he won the fight. And when you factor in, and Lamont Roach knows this, he know Tank wasn't focused. He said in the press conference. He know the man wasn't focused. He know he barely trained. Like, he really fought Tank at probably 50%. Now, that's not his fault. But to sit back and act like you fought the man at peak condition and still dragging it on, it's like, come on, yo, you going outside, shorty. You're going outside. in my opinion. Like, he make a nigga not like him. But the Jake Paul fight, you know, that fight was already going to be in the making, regardless of after. It was already going to be in the making after the last fight with Shorty, with Roach. He said me save it for evidence. Niggas police, man. They ain't gotta save it. They already saved it. Yeah, he ain't gotta say nothing for evidence. Once shit go on the internet, it's already saved. How the cars on this place? And that's how I feel about it, Jay. Let me get a pack of regular Black and Milds, bro. A pack. Hey, Jay, that's what I feel about it. Yo, build your resume, bro. Build your resume. Like, dude, you still talking about Tank. Like, yo, Tank ain't scared to fight you, my nigga. Tank been talking about retiring from boxing, yo, for 2 years now. 3 years prior. Man, wasn't scared to fight you. Still ain't scared to fight. Just ain't focused on boxing. Hold on, y'all. But yeah, though. He yeah, I mean, they say it was up to the they say it was up to the judge's discretion. They say it was up to the judge's discretion. They could have ruled it a knockdown. But I'm just saying, like, the way Roach be talking, you would have thought that he TKO'd him. You know what I mean? Like, he's going around championing himself for a fight that really could have went either way. Alright, but let's get back to the Vlad TV. Gotta get back to the topics. So that's how the Vlad TV thing started.
Step on the court. Make every play count. Ball over everything.
Slow down, honey. Too fast, Trevor. Too
The Vlad got a problem with speaking on shit he don't know nothing about. He does it often.
But whoever came up with that went to an African story is a bozo to me. How can you? Because black person and African person is basically the same thing. I mean, so here we go.
Yo, that is not true. See, that's what I'm saying. Prime example. What I was just talking about. Niggas speaking on shit they don't know about. Like, it's okay. It's okay to just say, yo, next question. You know what I mean? It's like when they used to bring Butter on the platform and ask him about crimes in the black community. Like, yo, we don't need Butter to give those type of responses. You know what I mean? Like, Oskino just said black people and African people are like the same thing. Yeah, that is like the furthest thing from the truth. That's how you know. And to be honest, it seems like Vlad does that often. Like he knows what people, like when he speak on certain topics that don't involve him, he know what people to do that with. He don't do it with just anybody. Like, why are you having this conversation with Oskino?
So an alarming social media call to action spearheaded by the hashtag #ShayAShelf has sparked a contentious debate with the Black community calling for a boycott of African-owned braiding shops, restaurants, and retail stores beginning August 1st. So while proponents articulate grievances of disrespect, mistreatment, and undervaluation, particularly within the lucrative black hair industry, this internal strife for manufacturing community facing pervasive external anti-blackness from colonizers and their minions. So basically, they're calling for a boycott. They're telling black Americans to boycott African hair shops.
Well, that must be a girl thing. Cause
you don't think that's racist? You don't think that's racist?
Towards each other?
Black Americans being racist towards African blacks. You don't think that's racist? I think that's racist.
I think, first of all, I don't know who said that, who made the boycott, because I never heard it.
In the video, this girl Shaya says, Black Americans, come here. There's a message for y'all, especially my Black American women. Come here, listen. I think it's time for us to show how strong, how powerful the Black American dollar is. Since they don't believe us, it's time to boycott the braiding shops. This is what I think it's time to do. Time to boycott the braiding shops. Stop going. We know how to braid. Let's braid our own hair, support our own small businesses. Stop going to the braid shops. Teach them how to have some fucking respect, because they have none. Black American power, Black American dollar. They need us. We don't need them. Remember that. Do I wish there'd be unity in the community? Absolutely. That ain't gonna happen. So they fucking respect. They've never done it. So fuck all that. Boycott time.
That's like
it. On August, it's July 29th.
Let me tell you what I feel like.
3 days,
I'm gonna tell you what
people are gonna be boycotting African hair shops, braiding shops.
For 1 day.
August 1st.
So this would sound like to me. It's like some girl was in a shop getting her hair braided and got in an argument with some African lady. And they was fighting and arguing, and she went out and did all this extra stuff. Because I mean, I don't know. You ask for sex again?
The fuck?
You gonna boycott? Any of y'all go boycott?
Y'all done not too long ago.
We have 2 black women.
You get your hair braided for the Africans not too long ago?
I just went today and they are lovely. It's a person.
So whoever wrote that, it ain't come to Philly.
But it's been going viral on social media. So I'm not saying everyone's gonna get affected, but enough people. The fact that I'm reading articles about it.
Let me tell you what I say. I don't think black people could be racist.
This is on blackenterprise.com.
They about 5
That's an established black publication.
8,000.
But ask an ordinary black person walking down the street. What do you think about the boycott of their hair braiding stores and African hair braiding? Like what?
Here, I actually got the video here. Hold on, I'll play it for you. Let me see if I can play it.
Let's just not go to the African stores. They do hair and they wash cars. Like what?
We wash cars?
What are we gonna do? Like let's not got car washing. Let's not to get it.
I mean, look, man. Like, has there been lots of situations? Like, for example, one of my exes, she got disrespected at a Vietnamese nail shop. You know what I'm saying? And that's most nail shops are run by Asians. You know what I'm saying? Now, does that happen all around?
And see that there he go. Like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about, Vlad? Your minute situation doesn't have anything to do with what the fuck these women is talking about. What the fuck these women is experiencing in these hair salons. Obviously, it's an issue. I mean, it wasn't just a one-off. It's not just something that happened once. People ain't just going to face some type of discrimination or racism one time and say, you know what? I'm not fucking with them no more ever. No, that's not how that shit typically go. Especially black people. Yeah, we give people multiple chances. Sometimes I disagree. But we let people fuck us over on multiple occasions before we get to a point. It's like, man, fuck them. I think that black people sometimes are too forgiving, to be honest. I think we too forgiving. What's up, Viral? No, I ain't got no say so. But he backpedaled eventually.
No. Does that happen? Are certain people racist? Yeah, absolutely. But but this is an example. Like they're saying to boycott all African hair shops. You heard what she just said, right? I went there today.
Hey,
she didn't even know.
Sometimes you gotta do that to prove a point. You know what I mean? Pass the message. You feel me? We just gonna keep getting disrespected. So we not gonna fuck with this one, but we gonna go to the one down the street and they gonna disrespect us too? No, hell no. Sometimes you gotta send a message to the whole community. Yo, we not standing for that. We ain't standing for that on no level. From none of y'all.
About it. Yeah. I'm saying when I say black people not racist, I'm talking about like first, you'll never see a black person say, you know what? I'm about to go to this white church and just shoot it up. You know why? Because we too busy kind of pay rent. We gotta go to work. We never should be well, just down the street, a black guy went and killed 4 people. For what? About this? For what?
That was a terrible analogy. Like, yo, he should not be having this conversation with Oskino. Oskino should have known better. Like this whole conversation was irresponsible. For real. This is irresponsible for Vlad and irresponsible for fucking Oskino. They should not have been having this conversation.
It was a guy who claimed the people they killed, was he black or white? Well, they're white. Yeah, they're white. Black guy who was like a former football player who claimed that he has CTE or he has mental issues already. It's crazy. I think he drove from Las Vegas. Literally happened a few blocks from Vegas in New York. I think so. He's crazy already. He's crazy already, right? Crazy already. He came in with a rifle, and I guess he was trying to go to NFL headquarters and try to basically just shoot up a bunch of people at NFL headquarters. He ended up going the wrong elevator and went to like BlackRock, which is the hedge fund, ended up killing like 4 people, including BlackRock major. I know about Black. But my thing, that's what I'm saying. Like, hold on, I'm playing this video.
I'm making this video because I wanted to support Shador Shelf, who is promoting a protest for August 1st. Complete blackout on African braiding shops, restaurants, and stores, right? I'm absolutely here for this. I'm showing my support because I do this in my everyday life. I do not shop with the Africans. Ain't no African ever braided my hair, put their hands in my head, or none of that, right? I don't do the restaurants. I stopped like years ago. I do not shop with their stores. If I walk into a store and I accidentally realize, oh, not for me, right? So she's encouraging that we do an August 1st protest all through the month of August. I think it should continue throughout for the rest of the year. Right? Let them really feel the heat, okay? Because they are confused about who we are and what this is all about.
Now, people talk about how Africans. That's not racist. I think that's racist.
Bad.
That's racist. I think that's somebody mad about a service that they got, and they're calling for a total boycott.
Yo, why do Vlad? Yo, he never misses an opportunity to disrespect black people. He never passes one up. That's why he always gotta apologize so often. Because he's too quick on the draw. He harvests some negative feelings toward black people for whatever reason. Probably black men in particular. And any chance he get to let it out, he lets it out. And he be wrong all the motherfucking time. He be wrong all the time. Then gotta backtrack it. But the way he can avoid that is stop speaking on shit you don't know about. You know what I mean? Simple fix.
Why is really gonna do it? I think enough people gonna do it. I think these are all small businesses, right? If a person loses like a business like this, if they lose 25% of their business for a certain month, some of these businesses. And that's in New York. This is, I think, all over. This is like nationwide. This is social media. So listen, some of these shops will go out of business. No, listen. Think about we talking about being racist, right? They must have had a bad experience wherever they went at, or whatever, something like that. Wherever it make them feel like they want to respond like this. Listen, man. Vlad, that's not racist, Vlad. That's not racist. No. You know why? What your racism is? You hate somebody for no reason. You fuck my hair up. You talk to me bad. Okay, I don't like you. That's not really racist. She said, if I go into any store and it's owned by an African, I walk out. She's not saying this particular store, this woman from Nigeria disrespected me and I'm not going back to this store. That's not racist. But to say whenever I walk into any store, whether it's a restaurant, a hair braiding shop, a pizza shop, whatever, and there's an African owner, I'm walking out.
Do you hear a lot of
That's
times,
racist, bro. You can't say it's not racist.
Do you hear a lot of times
Yeah,
what
he
Africans say
crazy,
about
y'all.
African Americans?
Ain't nothing
And
racist about
and
that.
there's racist Africans also.
But I don't think. But what I'm saying is like, so say a black person don't like an African for they want to go to their store, nothing like that. When I say racist, I'm talking about like all my life talking to my friends, black for whether I'm in prison, whether I'm on the streets, whatever. You never hear a black person like hates a different race. Like say a Chinese person, like so much they're like, I'm just gonna go kill him. Or I just want to see their demise, or I want to like. It's like a bullshit. Like that's even bullshit. Like it's like all right, we're gonna stop on August 1st. That be August 1st.
Because we're not born. We're not taught that. We're not taught racism in our households. We're not taught hate in our households, and that's what Oskino should have been able to explain that to Vlad. Like, oh, this is not racism. This is not hate. This is standing on business. This is proving a point. This is showing them that, yo, we're not going to continue to spend our hard-earned money with you if you're not going to respect what we bring to the table, because our money move mountains. You understand what I'm saying? Black people in this country are huge spenders on damn near every motherfucking thing. And we're not going to keep supporting y'all businesses if y'all don't treat us with respect. That's not racism. Vlad, you dumb ass.
That's not what she's saying. She's saying the whole year.
But she not know. But she ain't know. I mean,
It's going viral.
Because that's what girls go and get their hair done. But let me say something about black girl. They get their fucking hair done. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. I don't give a fuck if
This is definitely true.
Listen, bro.
I have been in relationships with black women most of my life.
Black, listen,
You're absolutely right.
30% of a black girl life is their hair.
Yeah, this is true.
The mirror.
This is true.
Not going in the pool. Don't split their hair out. Don't touch them. Bro,
let me tell you.
They don't get their hair done.
All these dudes that have never like seriously dated a black girl does not know what the term hair day means.
They don't know.
Which can turn into hair weekend.
You can't even leave out the house today. Hair is
hair day. I have dealt with hair day since college.
You know what I'm saying? You know how many people, you know how many men been late somewhere?
So that's him trying to say, look, I can have this conversation because I date black women. Get the fuck out of here, Vlad. So he backtracked and he sat down with Tariq Nasheed. And like I told y'all, I'm not no Tariq Nasheed supporter at all. I don't even know his message. But I know he pushed FBA. So Vlad then doubles back and have a conversation with him about FBAs.
Limu, I drive. You help people customize and save with Liberty Mutual.
All right, here we go. Tariq Nasheed. Welcome back to Vlad TV.
Back, yes indeed.
This is not a total surprise because this kind of came together based on some comments that I made about foundational black Americans and some of the situations that are happening right now with like a boycott with African hair shops and so forth. And I made some comments. I just want to apologize for the comments that I made. At the end of the day, I felt like it was coming from a good place, but I'm not black.
Yeah, but you can't apologize for keep making the same mistake. You feel me? Like, yo, if you in a club, right, and a person step on your shoe once, you might be like, all right, yo, he be like, oh, my bad. 20 minutes later, he step on your shoe again. Yo, my fault, yo, I ain't even see you right there. Yo, by the time the third time he step on your shoe, yo, it's like, yo, come on, bro. At this point, you doing this shit intentionally. You feel me? Like, yo, Vlad does this often. Like, yo, you can't be a habitual line stepper and then keep apologizing for stepping over the same lines. At this point, yo, this is intentional. This is what you do. This is how you really feel. You can't apologize no more. Stand on it. You know what I mean? You done jumped off the ledge probably 25 times. Remember he had some shit to say about Taraji P. Henson. Remember that? He had to apologize for that. The Minister Farrakhan situation, he apologized for that years later. Like, if ain't nobody got time for them motherfucking apologies, man. Yeah, man. Anybody trying to hear that shit if you're gonna keep making the same mistake? Because at that point, it ain't a mistake. It's intentionally. You are intentionally speaking on things that you know nothing about. Like, yo, he too successful to be stupid, or he could just be stupid. Money don't always equate to education or knowledge or wisdom. Yeah, man.
It came together based on some comments that I made about foundational Black Americans and some of the situations that are happening right now with like a boycott.
If you do it 3 times, you can't imagine.
Hair shops and so forth. And I made some comments. I just want to apologize
That's not
for
clear.
the comments that I made. At the end of the day, I felt like it was coming from a good place, but I'm not Black. And I think I overstepped my bounds.
As you do sometimes.
As I do sometimes. And my man Willie D actually called me up. And during the course of the conversation, I said, well, who would be a good person to get into this conversation was my man Tariq Nasheed. In terms of the FBA guys that I know, he's the biggest one, and he's a regular guest on the show. Matter of fact, let me call up Willie real quick. Let me get him on the phone. Hold on a second. Willie, hold on one second. I got Tariq right here.
What's up, Will?
What's up, Tariq?
How you doing, brother?
Shit, I can't call it. I might stop.
There
They got a pink phone
like
case.
you out there exercising.
No, man, I'm just in the backyard.
Okay.
Cool. You turn the volume a little bit?
Turn the volume. Okay, yeah. So I'm here with Vlad. Vlad want to give you a call real quick. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, what's
So yeah, Vlad was saying that he was making comments about the lineage, and y'all corresponded, and he said that it would be a good idea for him to kind of reach out to me and get me in the conversation.
That was actually my idea.
It was your idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
my idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And I concur.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you got a lot of knowledge about this.
Yeah, but Willie D ain't that either. Like, yo, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, Willie D's a motherfucking tap dancer as well. Like, yo, you get these, we need straight up shooters. You know what I mean? Stand on what you say. I ain't really into tap dancing. So he goes to have a conversation with Willie D when Willie D tap dances. Willie D allowed him to apologize to Minister Farrakhan, and they say, yo, we don't even need no apology, bro. Your apology is not accepted. You can't do something and then 5 years later apologize for it, bro, when the damage is already done. Like, yo, we don't need no apology, or at this point, just stand on it. Like what I be saying with Charleston White, or he apologized for what he said about Carmelo Anthony. You can't apologize for that. The damage is done already, bro. Ain't no apologize. You went to a white conservative platform when the story, the situation just happened. It was all over the news. People was emotional. Tempers was flaying. And you went on an all-white conservative platform and said Carmelo Anthony needs life in prison, bro. You can't then 3 weeks later or a month later go to say cheese, talking about, yeah, I talked to the father and that was wrong. Nah, bitch. Go back over there on that same platform that got probably a 95% white audience and apologize over there. You can't do that over here. It don't hit the same. The damage is already done.
What I was telling Vlad is that I understand both sides.
Well, I tell you. Tap dancing. Yo, how you understand both sides, Will? How do you understand both sides, Willie? No, you sent me something? Yeah. It seemed like one of the worst things you could do is give people money, man. Money detaches people from reality. It detaches people from truth. You know what I mean? We already know that it's people paying these motherfuckers to push false narratives and lie. We heard Ray J talk about it. Yo, a lot of people can't get money and keep their morals and principles. They'll sacrifice that shit for the right amount of dollars.
Don't believe that we're going to be as successful as we want to be if we don't figure out a way to come together. And that's not just the diaspora. That's even on the ground right here in
the U. Yo, but it ain't us. This the thing, yo. Yo, you know how long it took some of us to realize that, you know, because in school we get sold the dream that we all black people are together. You know what I mean? These are your brothers from Africa. Y'all African Americans. We get sold the dream that, yo, you know, we all is one. So it ain't us that need to mend the relationship. We ain't ever break it. It's similar to the relationship that we got with the police. We didn't break the trust. The black community never broke the trust with the police department. The police department broke the trust with the black community. So if they want to fix the problems, they got to extend the olive branch. They got to make it right. You understand? They got to make it right. Not it ain't us. It ain't us. We didn't cause the friction or the issues or none of that. They came over this bitch with a mind frame of black people in America are lazy. Black people in America doesn't have any heritage. They don't have culture.
U.S. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta figure this shit out, bro, because this is the reason why they've been so successful at keeping us from reaching our optimum in the first place. You know, but people, having said that, people gotta understand that everything that they get from this country, the people that want to come here so bad, the reason why they want to come here so bad is because of the opportunity that we made for them.
Right.
It was
right.
They're standing on the shoulders of our ancestors. Standing on the shoulders of the people that came before us post-slavery. Right. And they're standing on our shoulders because we're the glue that keep this raggedy motherfucker together. You know what I'm saying? Like we are the glue. Right. So my thing is that there are strength. There's strength in numbers, but only if the numbers are not divided. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and we have to understand that all the lineages has to be respected. You got to respect everybody's lineage. You could still come together, but we still respect people and their individual lineage. We respect our Jamaican brothers. We respect the Nigerian brothers. We respect everybody. We don't have a problem with everybody recognizing their lineage and putting respect on it. And we're asking the same. We want people to give us the same respect and not try to rename us and reclassify us in their own terms. So we are taking the lead and the initiative to let people know what our lineage is. And that's all it is. It's not about dividing. It's not about divisiveness. It's not about division. We're just letting people know what our lineage is and how it should be respected, and we are going to gatekeep it so that we're not constantly exploited. So that's what I'm going to break down to Brother Vlad today. I'm going to break that down to Vlad.
Exactly. That's what's popping right there. Yeah. I mean, you said a mouthful.
Yes, sir.
Break it down. I know you got this, man. I know you got it.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, brother. Good to talk to you. Well, I'm going to holler at you in a minute. All right, brother. All right. There we go. Got it.
Well, look, Willie's someone who I respect a lot. A very close friend of mine. Yeah,
love Willie.
Very good friend of mine. In fact, when I addressed the whole Farrakhan misquote, I purposely flew down to Houston to do his show to actually address that. So when he called me about this, I took that phone call very seriously. And like I said, of course, the phone call, I said, let me include you in the conversation. And at the end of the conversation, I said, well, let me bring Tariq on my show to publicly address it as opposed to his private conversation.
Man, no. You trying to make a couple of dollars, man. So he brought him on the show, you know, to have a call. No, you put him on the show so you can try to monetize off of it. You know what I mean? The conversation could have stayed private. You could have apologized in one of the other interviews. I don't fuck with Vlad. I think Vlad bogus. I think Vlad bogus, and I don't respect it. I don't respect no apologies. Just like I ain't respect the apology that Trenches News gave for lying on Dirk and talking about Dirk told on King Von. Man, yo, you don't get to push a narrative for fucking 3 years, yo, when it's evidence to the contrary. And now, 3 years later, after the damage is already done, you got 85% of the internet going around saying, yo, Lord Dirk told on King Von. You don't get to push that line for 3 years and then apologize. Man, fuck no, man. Yo, people better stop letting people do that shit, man. Yeah, because he not going to allow it. You know, they real strategic about who they interview and the questions that they ask them. Like I told y'all, I didn't watch people ask Butter about problems in the community. FBG Butter. You know what I mean? Mr. on Tuka. On who else grave we put it on? On Lil Mo grave. You know what I mean? I'm talking about that Butter. That puts everything on somebody else's grave. Lying on his dead homeboys. Walk around high off motherfucking Miley and ecstasy and this is a horrible person. Certified rat. And they get him on that bitch, ask him what's going on in the black community. Right. Kodak can say what? Yo, it's just that everybody can't speak on every topic, yo. Everybody not knowledgeable on every topic. But like I say, yo, you can't have y'all been saying this? So Ghislaine Maxwell, yeah, he told. And people, and look, and OG, people be trying to sway the Butter situation. Oh, he told on dead people. Fuck no. Butter told on dead people got them gun cases. Butter role in the Oblox trial was to establish a long-standing feud. That's what he had. That's what his testimony was about. It was establishing the fact that all of these murders over the course of this many years led up to FBG Duck being murdered. Yeah, I am homeless. I'm in a shack. Hit the cash app, Bob, so I don't be homeless no more. Everybody tell Bob hit the cash app. Try and get us out the shack. This is straight up. Yeah, but hey, OG, that's what most people do. Yo, you would be amazed if they was to have some numbers of people that get locked up with handguns and tell on murders. Man, you would be amazed. But y'all remember Ghislaine Maxwell testified in front of Congress, right? They tried to make it like a big deal, like she was dropping names and all this shit. Yo, why she got up that bitch and denied everything? She ain't never see Epstein do nothing. She ain't see Donald Trump do nothing. She ain't seen Bill Clinton do nothing. Yeah, I know. Loyalty Betrayal went on. She said she ain't seen Bill Clinton do nothing. She said that he wasn't blackmailing people. There is no book. I mean, there is no black book of people of his clients. Yo, man, that shit was a fucking waste. Yeah, she capped.
I think he did not die by suicide, given all the things we just talked about.
I do not believe he died by suicide, no.
And do you believe that,
Hey, Bob, we don't do likes. We only do cash apps. Yo, Bob must be new over here, y'all. Yo, all we do is cash apps, y'all. This is Umar Johnson 2.0. Yeah, man. This is Umar Johnson 2.0, y'all. Hit the cash app, brothers and sisters.
do you have any speculation or view of who killed him?
No, I don't.
And I ask that because if you don't believe that there's any truth to the allegations of blackmail or that he had kind of a list or that he had reasons to have people hate him, why would somebody kill him in prison?
Well, in prison, where I am, they will kill you, or they will pay, somebody can pay a prisoner to kill you for $25 worth of commissary is about the going rate for a hit with a log today.
So that goes to the third reason, which is kind of the mismanagement
Yes.
or the shortfallings or shortcomings of the Bureau of Prisons.
Yes.
Which is a little bit different than my question is, which is, do you think there's somebody on the outside of prison, so putting aside what could happen on the inside, on the outside of prison, who wanted him dead so badly that he would have, or she would have, caused him to be killed on the inside?
I think I don't see that. I think, is it possible? Of course it's possible, but I don't know of any reason why, and I don't believe in the blackmail or in any of this. I don't think Epstein had a hit like that. If it is indeed murder, I believe it was an internal situation.
So you think he did not die?
Yo, so she denies everything, yo.
So you think he was?
She denies everything. Hold on, it's another clip. It's like they brought her up there just to confirm everything Donald Trump was saying.
Brain audio transcripts just dropped in.
There's public photographs of Mr. Epstein and President Trump together.
Yes.
And there's photographs of, I think you're in some of the photographs as well. Those all appear to be social settings.
Yes. That's my memory. If there were social settings, I don't know. Epstein's, if he had, whatever the nature of the president's friendship, if you will, or however you want to define that with Epstein, I was never witnessed. I think they were friendly, like people are in social settings. I don't think they were close friends, or I certainly never witnessed the president in any of, I don't recall ever seeing him in his house, for instance. I actually never saw the president in any type of massage setting.
There's photographs, public photographs of Mr. Epstein and President Trump together.
Yes.
And there's photographs of, I think you're in some of the photographs as well. Those all appear to be social settings.
Yes. That's my memory. If there were social settings, I don't know. Epstein's.
Yo, for
there's
one.
Photographs.
The president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects.
When's the last time you think you saw in person President Trump?
It's been a long time. Probably not. Sometime in the mid 2000s maybe, and it would only have been a social setting as far as I recall.
And did you ever hear Mr. Epstein or anybody say that President Trump had done anything inappropriate with masseuses or with anybody in your world?
Absolutely never. In any context. The president in any inappropriate setting anyway. The president was...
What was the reaction in the prison?
That shit's a Doug and Pony show, man. You feel me? Like, yo, they really created this buzz. Like, yo, she ready to come up here and she going to let it all out. And she went up that bitch and said nothing. And normally those hearings are public. Like, they do a closed door hearing with this woman. Then say release the full transcript of it. But we only getting clips. What's up, Reza? We only getting clips. And they still haven't given us no video from inside the hearing. But it look like, y'all, like I said before, yo, we not gonna get no information on that shit, y'all. America cares much more about protecting this motherfucking criminals. America cares much more about protecting its criminals in government than it does about children. You understand? It's a fucked up world, y'all. It's a fucked up place we live in. But I think this is just validation of the shit that we always be talking about. Oh yeah, Paul, how you know? It ain't better than Cassie's. What you talking about? That man seen Cassie video. He wanted the piece. Y'all remember that video, yo? When the dude see the Cassie video, and yo was like, I'm saying, I'm a good guy, I'm not. It was like, I'm a good guy, just give me a hug. Yo, what is that shit? Yo, but she denied that too. She denied the fact that Trump said he stopped fucking with Epstein because Epstein was trying to take his Mar-a-Lago girls and tried to make them a part of his team. She says she don't even know if that's true or not. She denied everything, y'all. She denied everything. Yo, but OTF is going through a hard time right now. So let's say Boonie, OTF Lamron, has been arrested for murder, kidnapping, home invasion, aggravated assault of Oscar OZ Cruz. He's been locked up since August 2nd. Paperwork alleged that Boonie went to his house, searched it, kidnapped him, duct taped him, and dropped him off in front of a church and shot him 17 times. Yo, that is crazy, y'all. Yo, like OTF is scrambling and scraping. Yo, took him to a church.
So we now know the name of the man who was shot and killed in the parking lot of a local church. Gwinnett County Police say the victim is 28-year-old Oscar Cruz. He was from Lawrenceville. We first reported this to you on Channel 22 News at noon on Tuesday after Cruz's body was found in the parking lot of Cannon United Methodist Church on Webgen House Road. Homicide detectives are still looking for the shooter. We'll bring you any new information coming up on the investigation on Channel 2 Action News at 4 o'clock. Developments now.
It happened in Atlanta. It happened in Atlanta. Let's see if they got any more information on it. Oh. Atlanta man killed at church parking lot.
Without the ones like you working tirelessly to keep things running, everything would suddenly stop. No matter your industry, Granger's here for you with professional grade supplies. Call, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger.
But this happens, yo, when... See, like, shit like this happen, yo, when... Like, it's no excuse for this. Like, Boonie been around Dirk since Dirk been out. You feel me? Like... Alright, Dirk gone, the bag is gone for the moment, or could be permanently, you never know. But you would have thought after all these years of being with this man, yo, you supposed to have found your way, yo. I'm sure Dirk was dropping some bread off on you. Like how I get to a point where Dirk been locked up for ain't even a year yet, and you didn't resort to home invasions. He didn't resort to home invasion robberies. Like, god damn, bro, like you couldn't figure nothing out. Like that was the best you could do. Oh my gosh. Yo, that's not Vonnie's dad. Yo, we gotta stop calling. Yo, that's like his third cousin. Yo, that is not Vonnie's dad, yo. That is Vonnie's third cousin. On his father's side. You know what I mean? Like we gotta be careful, yo, with these terms. Yo, we can't, yo, that's not a father. Your father won't do that to you, man. You know what I mean? Your father raises you, teaches you right from wrong. You know what I mean? That is a father. That OTF, the dude that's saying he OTF Vonnie father, them niggas like cousins, man. You know what I mean? Not like distant cousins. Like, listen to how you got a cousin, you might be from Atlanta, you got a cousin in Alabama, you know, like 3, 4, you know, like your third, fourth cousin. Like your uncle's son, some shit like that. You feel me? Like that's what they is, yo. That ain't his motherfucking father, yo. Your father don't do no shit like that, man. Ain't no real father doing no shit like that to his motherfucking son.
And the breaking news right now, an investigation into a deadly early morning shooting near a church. I'm Rick Fulbaum, and this happened on Webb Gin House Road. That's in Snellville. Atlanta News First Yasmina Alston is live there now. Yasmina, what do we know?
Well, Rick, I can tell you that the scene has since cleared, but the shooting happened early this morning in the parking lot of the church behind me here in Snellville. We did talk to Gwinnett County Police to get some more details, and they say they responded to Cannon United Methodist Church around 6 a.m. That's where officers discovered the body of a Hispanic male believed to be in his 20s, suffering from at least one gunshot wound. Investigators say someone came across the body this morning and immediately called police. At this time, Gwinnett County investigators say this was an isolated incident.
We do not believe there's any association with the church itself.
And at this time, police have not released any information about a possible suspect. We are also still working to learn more details about who that victim was. Again, we are told it was a Hispanic male believed to be in his 20s. This is still an active and ongoing investigation. Gwinnett County Police said they were...
Yeah, yo, so Boonie fucked that money up. Shorty fucked that money up. Didn't say he locked up now? Yeah, Basil did too. Yo, what they keep saying, yo, where's the proof? Where's the proof?
Hey guys, it's us, the journal.
So he got a bond on what charge? Cause what you sent me, Alvin, said he got sentenced to 7 to 15 years. He said to be eligible for parole in 2028. What's this? Oh, he just got found guilty a couple days ago. So who do you, hold on, y'all. You confused me. How many boonies is it? So it's a Boonie Mo, and it's a, the fuck this other nigga name is. Boona. Yeah. No, he didn't beat the face. Yeah, let me explain that. So I gotta change the title. So let me explain the Boston Richie situation, y'all. Boston Richie he's still fighting that case. Cause y'all know how the feds ain't really interested in losing. So what happened with Boston Richie's situation was him and his team got found. They had 4 counts. They got found not guilty on 2, and it was a hung jury on another 2 counts. So the judge gave them bond until the next trial date. The next trial date, I don't know if it's been scheduled yet. Yeah, I don't know if the next trial date been scheduled yet. So yeah, he did beat him, but you know they ain't really interested in losing. So they coming back, and they gonna try to convict him on them other counts. I seen that earlier. Let me show you. Say update: the jury in Boston Richie case were unable to reach a verdict in 2 of his 4 counts. The remaining counts were not guilty. He will be released until his retrial next month. So his retrial is next month. So it say jury unable to reach a verdict as to counts 1 and 6. Yeah, so he ain't out the woods yet. He ain't out the woods yet. I mean, it's either that or she just lying, Al. You can't rule that out. You can't rule out just lying. I mean, a lot of these blogs do that. Lying for views. You know, she has an issue. She has an issue with Dirk. You know, she says Butter's her nephew. I mean, it could be. I don't know. But she has an issue with everything on that side based off her affiliation to Butter and Butter Peoples. So her narratives is always going to be like severely geared toward, 63rd side. What else I wanted to show y'all? Yeah, but Boona fucked that money up. This the guy he supposedly got locked up for. But OTF been taking hits at the hits. And that's typically how it goes. Like I told y'all, PRE deserves the utmost respects, man. They deserve the utmost respect. For them boys to still be able to flourish and prosper after Dolph was murdered, yo, that says a lot about destruction. I think Daddy Yo keeping that shit going. But you guys salute them boys, yo, for being able to keep that shit going this long without the head honcho. That's not typically, that's not normal. Like what we're saying right now with OTF, that's really normal. that's normal. What happens? The bag is gone. Now everybody that depended on them, some people gonna figure it out. Some people had their own way. It is normal. It's normal. Some people gonna find their own way, but a lot of them is gonna be lost. No, this ain't gonna have no effect on Dirk case. A lot of them boys gonna be lost. And it's another false narrative that keep getting pushed out there. Yo, and I seen this on Loyalty Betrayal. Yo, that OTF, the Oblox 6 trial dates, sentencing dates, is not getting pushed back because they testifying on Dirk. The internet be running some main narratives. Yo, they haven't been sentenced yet because the case is in limbo. That's what it is, man. I've been saying it from the beginning. That's why they haven't been sentenced yet. Yo, it don't take 3 years to get sentenced in a federal case. They still going through post convictions. I ain't talking about, man, I'm talking about situations that people, can learn from. Learn about law, learn how this shit work. Oblox 6 got railroaded. And the reason they haven't been sentenced yet is because the United States government is struggling to reply to every single one of them post convictions because it was mistakes made. But you got people on YouTube pushing the narrative that cases are getting pushed back because they are snitching on Dirk. You know what I mean? And that don't even make sense. That don't make sense. The case just in doubt. Like I said, I think some of them boys in the Oblox case gonna come home. Not all of them, but might be one or two of them get out eventually. Might be one or two of them get out eventually. Let me see what else I had to show y'all. Oh, did y'all see this guy? Are y'all familiar with him? Brian Coberger. I did a video on him a while ago. Y'all familiar with this? So he got locked up. What's up, Lisa? Where you been at, baby? It depends. I think with this, I think a lot of this Dirk shit. I think a lot of this these new headlines on Dirk is been I'm gonna get to that. A lot of these new headlines being pushed on Dirk is being pushed because they don't got a strong case. They don't got a strong case, so they trying to win the public opinion game. You know what I mean? They're using the blogs to do it. I do believe that. But we ain't really gonna know what they really got until trial start because ain't been no information coming out. And that's why I think they started these narratives. That's why I think they brought OTF Vonnie cousin on the muddy the waters and the push for us narratives. You know, because they need that. They hear the trial coming up. Trial coming up. Yeah, but I want to talk about this guy. Brian Coberger. So he's right now, he want to be moved because inmates are threatening to rape him. He said inmates are threatening to rape him. Look. So this him in his cell. Yeah, but that's what the fuck he get. So this guy killed 4 college students, I think in Iowa. Yeah, his cheeks on the line. His cheeks on the line. Yeah, man, cheeks on the line, man. Somebody better help him. That man need help. Idaho, my bad, Idaho.
So Moscow, Idaho, Police Chief Anthony Dellinger sharing new details about the investigation into the 2022 murder of 4 University of Idaho students. He sat down with our own Fox News contributor,
That's
Paul.
what I keep telling y'all, yo. Like, they try to push certain narratives on the streets. Like, people don't care about rats and you can do anything you want. Yo, in jail, the old rules still apply, man. Like, yo, he in there for a fucked up charge, or you killed 4 innocent people for no reason. You got to answer for that.
In a Fox and Friends exclusive interview. Take a look.
In 2022, when the task force was formed to investigate the Coberger case, what was your role at the time?
At the time, I was our services division commander. I was a rank of captain, and that position oversees our investigative unit.
What was the feeling inside the task force as far as whether or not you were going to get there, whether you were going to solve this thing?
Yeah, you know, the feeling, it was palpable. We were all on the same sheet of music. We had the same drive, the same fire in our belly. Dylan's testimony
is shaped by the type, bushy eyebrows, balaclava.
I don't want to hear no fucking police talking.
Kaylee went upstairs and she screamed because someone from the room she ran downstairs. And I kept calling her name and she wouldn't answer. And I saw the guy. I actually locked the door and I ran downstairs, but we don't know what's going on.
Just come here. There's two. Looks like fatalities.
I heard her scream and she ran downstairs because she saw someone. That's what I'm pretty sure she said. Someone's here and she screamed and just ran downstairs. And I called for her name, but I jumped up and locked my door because I was so scared. And then I heard someone in the bathroom and I heard her crying and I heard some guy say that you're going to be okay, I'm going to help you. And I kept calling her name, but she wasn't answering. And then I opened the door for a second and I saw this guy and he was not insanely tall, but he was wearing all black and like this mask that was just covering his forehead and his mouth.
Well, get in town. We've got a quadruple homicide.
Quadruple homicide, man. Now he in the joint things. Now he in the joint scared because they trying to take his cheeks from him. They trying to take his innocence.
Okay, so you guys. And what I was talking about.
Fucking Nancy Grace. We still gotta get her in the freak off with Diddy. Yeah, that shit fucked up. Now he being sexually assaulted.
We all have that person in our lives who never stops complaining. It's too hot, it's too cold, it's too salty, I'm bored. And as it turns out in Idaho's maximum security institution, that person who complains all the time is inmate number 163214. That's him, better known as Brian Coberger. The other night I shared prison reports about Coberger and how he was having a tough time in lockup. Fellow inmates were keeping him awake night and day, he said, taunting him and threatening him, making all sorts of noise.
They gonna get his ass wide. Hey, that nigga scared as shit of that bitch. They gonna get his ass. I'm trying to go turn to reality in a minute.
Well, tonight we've got the paperwork to prove it and a few other things he says those fellow inmates are doing to him, things that have him afraid for his life and possibly his virginity. No joke. These are the actual handwritten complaint forms that Brian Coberger has written and submitted to the prison officials at the maximum security institution in Idaho. And get a load of his handwriting. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. We have his full list of complaints, even specific inmates that he's complaining about and naming names. Side note, those guys are not going to get any nicer now.
Yo, he in there snitching, yo. You just killed 4 innocent people to go to jail and become a boy. You're a boy in that bit.
And as a bonus, everything is written in his own handwriting. And I'm going to tell you why that's key. We've got the top world analyst in handwriting in just a moment. He knows so much about handwriting and what it tells us, and he's got fascinating insights into what he sees on these pages. But first, what do you suppose is eating Brian Coberger? Where do we even start? Well, from the complaint form, Wednesday, July 30th, just 6 days after he arrived at the penitentiary, he already had problems. Quote, as I continue the SPI phase, that means segregation pending investigation phase, I wish to discuss if I may be transferred to another AD seg setting. That means segregated setting, such as B block. Not engaging in any of the recent flooding and striking, as well as being subject to minute-by-minute verbal threats, harassment. On that and other bases, Unit 2 of J Block is an environment that I wish to transfer from.
Wow, yo, what's wrong with
If possible, I request transfer to B Block immediately.
Yeah.
I wish to speak.
It don't matter what block he go to, they gonna get his ass. Why? It don't matter. It don't matter what block you go to. Man, fuck no. I can't wait till the reports come out that they got him. Come on, yo. You can't be out here just fucking with innocent people, man. Like, I don't respect that. Y'all know I ain't no motherfucking, peace advocate. You understand? But I'm definitely against, harming innocent people.
Speak with you soon. That's very special. Coberger wants a little more comfort at the lockup where he's condemned to spend the rest of his miserable life. He even has his own recommendations about where he believes he should be moved. Isn't that nice? There was a prison captain who did reply to the quadruple murderer in writing just 2 days later, very, very politely and very professionally, I might add, saying, quote, Mr. Coberger, on any tier at the IMSI, that is the Idaho Maximum Security Institution, there are sometimes disruptions to operations, such as residents flooding. On J2, that's where Coberger is, it is a relatively rare occurrence. And J2 is generally a fairly calm and quieter tier.
On PC.
I do not think that B block would be any better for you. Give it some time. In short, F off, Coberger, deal with it and get used to it. You're not moving anywhere. By the way...
No, I don't know. What happened with Byron Blake? But they start copyrighting them. I know 1090 Jake been copyrighting them. But I told Byron Blake a while ago, if they take your channel, I'll share every video. I mean, we need Byron Blake. Even though he pissed me off that day, but I keep that shit real. I still fuck with him.
Okay. All those things Coberger has been complaining about, apparently he's very worried about what some of the inmates have said they're going to do to him, physically and sexually. Want to get to News Nation's Brian Enton here because Brian Enton got his hands on the actual handwritten complaints. Before I ask you to go in...
Yeah, grown man out there bitch scared that another grown man gonna take advantage of him. They gonna get his ass too, y'all. I'm telling you, watch. It's gonna come out.
The specifics. Just comment on the writing because I thought I was looking at a fourth grader and I had to try to decipher what I was seeing on these handwritten forms.
I was surprised how bad. Well, I don't know, maybe surprised, not the right word. I wasn't expecting his handwriting to be so bad. He has really bad handwriting. And it was also just creepy reading these because he wrote them. I guess when I knew these were coming, I was expecting they were going to be typed out. I don't know why. And then when I got them and saw that it was his handwriting and he actually signed the bottom, I don't know why, it just kind of like bothered me in a way. But remember, actually, I toured this prison, by the way, last month. I walked through the whole thing, spent 2 hours in the prison. Yes, the inmates yell and scream and bang on the walls, and the flooding of the cells, it happens. They told me about that. They get bored and they flood their cells. They flood the cells.
They try to flood the cells and get them to come out. That's the fuck they do it. That shit strategic. We gonna flood the cells so we can get out this bitch and we gonna get his ass. They fuck around gang him. It might be a gang raping, y'all. This shit might be brutal. I don't know. I ain't promoting it. I'm just saying it might happen to him. Yeah, for real. And that's what I'm saying. Fallout. Yo, certain cases, certain charges, yo, you can't go to prison for. That's why people be killing themselves. You know what I mean? Yo, you can't go to prison for that, bro. You killed 4 innocent people while they was asleep. Chased them all through the house and up, man. You can't go to prison for that. Look, he miserable. Send him on his way.
In the toilet, sometimes they have to shut the water off. So it's no surprise. This is what life is going to be like at the maximum security prison. Let me read you another one of these grievances, though. This is another form that Brian Coberger filled out that has to do with the food, Ashley. Coberger writes, I have on several occasions not received all items of food on my tray. I addressed this during service. and have yet to receive any replacements. In fact, the kitchen is not even called. He thinks they're going to call the kitchen for him. The policy book confirms items missing, which are pointed out at the time of service, will be replaced. I wish to, without exception, receive these replacements. And under the heading, I've tried to solve this problem informally by, and then he fills that part out. Coberger wrote, addressing the issue with staff at the time of service. Then there's a part that says, I suggest the following solution for the problem. And he wrote, I wish for the items to be called for and items replaced when this occurs. The nutritional standard...
Yo, what the fuck this nigga think he had a hotel? This nigga just been making suggestions. Yo, he ain't gonna make it, y'all. Hey, y'all. Brian, whatever his last name is, ain't gonna make it. He might be gone in a year. 2 years, maybe, tops. Yo, he is in that bitch talking about how they can reconfigure the way they do breakfast, lunch, and dinner in the joint. Like, yo, this man has lost his fucking mind. Where do he think he at? Yo, think he had the reminder on the motherfucking Trump Internationals or something. Yo, you are in prison, my guy. More than likely, a maximum security one. Shit. You lucky if you get all your amenities. You feel me? Yo, because when you're a certain level, classified, yeah, they fuck you over even more. I mean, it's the difference between how they treat minimum, medium, maximum, and super maximum inmates. Shit. You might miss yards some days, all that. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Is not being upheld unless I've received my full tray. Yeah. He doesn't feel like he is getting the food that he requires. And by the way, they eat their meals. He's in solitary confinement, by the way. Obviously, they eat their meals in the cell. They go through the door, and he says he's not getting the food that he deserves, apparently, Ashley.
I had a chance to have a chit-chat with Steve Gonsalves earlier today about this, Brian. And as you can imagine, he and the family are enjoying the fact that Brian Coberger is uncomfortable. Their daughter, Kaylee, will never be able to eat anything or hear anybody yell ever again. So this is no love lost there, as you can imagine. All right, now address these personal threats, these very, very specific personal threats. And I'm just going to give a warning, not safe for work, some of the stuff we're about to talk about.
Yeah, this is the sexual harassment.
Yeah, they're gonna get him where we go at.
That he has.
Because the CO's gonna let him get got. Somebody's cell gonna get popped open. They're gonna get him, sweep it under the rug.
2025, and I want to read you the whole thing so you can really understand it. On August 3rd, 2025, resident Coberger submitted a concern from staffing. He has been subject to threats and harassment, recently escalating to overt sexually violent threat statements. Lieutenant Milland received the concern form.
Yeah, I can just imagine. Yo, he probably that bitch scared to death. Like, what the fuck? Yo, why would you? Yo, people crazy, man. Yo, how you gonna be that scared? I mean, you out here killing people and you scared to go to jail? That is crazy.
On August 4th, 2025, and conducted an interview with Coberger in J Block. Coberger stated a resident that goes by Peru told him, and I'm not going to say what it says here, BF you, basically Sodom.
Hey, yo, Peru, a wild boy, yo. Yo, what the fuck's up with Peru? Y'all heard Peru told him. Hold up, they gonna go back. Yo, Peru, a wild motherfucker, man. Stay the fuck away from Peru, y'all. If you ever find yourself in the Idaho penitentiary system, stay the fuck away from Peru. He ain't playing no games. You heard me.
With Coberger in J Block, Coberger stated a resident that goes by Peru told him, and I'm not going to say what it says here, BF you, basically sodomize you. Coberger also stated an unknown resident from Tier 1 of J Block said the only A**, which you can make out what that means, will be eating is Coberger's. Coberger stated that Officer Signoria was present for the comment made by
what he said?
Star, which you can basically sodomize you. Coberger also stated an unknown resident from Tier 1 of J Block said the only A** star, which you can make out what that means, will be eating his Cobergers.
Coberger. They said he's gonna eat his ass. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. These niggas crazy. Hell, they that bitch terrorizing yo with that bitch. He already tell him naming names and shit. They gonna get his ass. The more he keep naming names, the worse he's gonna get. I'm trying to tell you, they gonna smack his ass next time. They gonna do my best, so they gonna smack him in his ass.
Stated that Officer Signoria was present for the comment made by Peru. Due to Officer Signoria being on B nights, an interview could not be conducted to attempt to corroborate the allegation. On August 7, 2025, Officer Signoria submitted an information report outlining his involvement of the alleged incident. Officer Signoria recalls vulgar language being used and directed toward Coberger, but could not identify who said what. The allegation is substantiated, but due to no aggressor being able to be positively identified and Coberger saying he feels safe to remain on Tier 2 in J Block, no further actions were taken, which, I mean, it's kind of like the officer knows what happened, but, I mean, come on, this is prison. This isn't jail anymore. You're in the maximum security prison in Idaho with the worst of the worst in the state. You killed 4 innocent kids. And by the way, he's in this cell by himself. So these are just things that he's hearing, whether it be through the vents or when he gets walked outside for 1 hour a day. But he has no contact with other prisoners, so it's pretty clear there's no physical threat here.
Not yet.
Yeah. Well,
not yet. It will be.
Anybody who knows even the least thing about prison is that you keep your head down and you don't start naming names like Peru, this other prisoner who he has named specifically. And, you know, guards, naming guards, that's not going to endear you to anybody either. So there you go. Only a couple weeks in prison and it's not going too well. Brian Enton, great work getting the...
Yeah, that is hilarious. That I mean... I don't know what the fuck. What he thought he was gonna be praised? Yeah, Peru ain't playing. He said, hey, Peru gonna be the one to get him. Peru probably be in that bitch thinking about that man all night. Like, I can't wait till he slip. All they gotta do is pop these locks one time. I'm running straight in that bitch. Gonna take his ass to Peru. You ever been to Peru? She gonna ask him. Hey, yo. What was that shit called, Pricer? A night in Paris? It's gonna be a night in Peru. Peru gonna get his ass. Oh man, that was fun. I needed that laugh. I seen that shit earlier. I said, yo, hell no. Not the 4-time killer. You know what I mean? And he I think he used a knife. You out here butchering people. You know what I mean? Better strap up, nigga, man. Better pull up the top of the door. And turn that bitch to a knife and get busy. Fuck you think? They don't need to cry because they ain't gonna help you in there. They ain't gonna help you in there. Not with them charges. They gonna turn around, act like they don't see what the fuck going on. That's what the fuck they gonna do to him. And Peru's the main suspect. Peru gonna be like the dude, what's the dude name? The one dude. I mean, it probably be less brutal. It probably be less brutal if you do it that way. He gonna be somebody's girlfriend, y'all. The next time we see Brian Coberger, he probably gonna be on steroids. What's the shit they use, yo? What's the shit they use, yo? The hormones. He gonna be on hormones. He gonna have a different look at it. He gonna have a different look in his eye, y'all. He ain't gonna be the guy y'all remember. I'm trying to tell you. He gonna have a little twinkle in his eye, man. He gonna have a little switch when he walk. He gonna be a different guy, y'all. I promise you. Out this bitch complaining, nigga. Tighten up, nigga. Strap up. Look how scared he looking here. Look at him, y'all. This is a victim. Look at him. Look at it. This is a victim right here, y'all. Yeah, you saying, you told me that. And finesse 2 times. Yeah, that whole finesse 2 times family. The whole finesse family is fugazi. Look at this shit. All of them, they look like the fucking clumps. For one. But then you go to so the brother posted this picture talking about he broke his mother some bread off. But the sister found the picture on Instagram and showed him he was a bluffing ass nigga. Nisha, we talking about everything. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We talking about everything tonight, man. We done talked about Boston Richie. Boston Richie case is not complete. He got found guilty, not guilty on 2 counts, but they mistried on the other 2, so the feds trying them again. More than likely they're gonna get a conviction this time. He go to court next month. We talked about Hernandez, Govan, how he was able to snitch and beat the case. Appreciate the fallout. We talked about the Brian Coberger dude. I mean, he's in fear for his life right now. I mean, he's like a fish out of water. You feel me? Well, fucking he like fresh meat, tuna fish. He like tuna fish right now in the joint, and people were salivating. My man Peru on his ass. Peru said if he catch him slipping, it's going down. You hear me? As long as he stay away from Peru, I think he'll be straight. The other guy might be bluffing, but Peru, no, Peru wasn't bluffing. He wasn't bluffing at all. We talked about Jelaine Maxwell. We talked about OTF Boona. Yeah, Peru ain't playing. Peru want that shit. Yeah, Peru want that shit bad. Oh, did y'all see why the flag is called on academics?
Man, I just heard something you said about my little brother album, man. Talking about everybody washed up and a bunch of rappers nobody want to hear about. You know you got to put addresses on that, little bro. Hey, academics, man, I just heard something you said about my little bro. Don't put addresses on there, my boy. And let me come do an interview, man. I'm in Jersey. I'm in New York. Let's talk about this trash talk, man. You know I don't do aggressive conversations, man, but you gotta put some clarity to that shit, man. That shit is not boo at all. You little bro, don't put.
Academics ain't gonna respond. He probably scared. Look, did y'all see this? Judge sentenced Tane, who killed his father over electronics, to probation, no jail time, saying he had strong support from loved ones to help him through this tough time. Did y'all see this? This is the shit I be talking about. A black woman judge did this. Gave him probation. He got found guilty or pled guilty to manslaughter. And they gave his ass probation.
Big walls of money, I'm thinking all that.
Oh, Shador Sanders. Y'all see the Shador, what happened with Shador? I think most people already knew that, though. That they was trying to teach Shador Sanders a lesson. This clown ass nigga. Like a hustle cartel. He's a fucking clown and a rat. I think we covered all the topics for real. You want me to go to that story? Let's go to that story. What's the dude's name? The state wanted 6 years. The judge said nope. I'm gonna give him probation. What's this kid name? Lincoln Peterson. No, they was talking about how Eric Dickerson did an interview where he said he spoke to a league official or somebody with knowledge of the situation, and they was told that don't draft Shador. We're gonna teach him a lesson. But I knew that's what they were doing. You know, we talked about that already. They taught him a lesson that his father should have taught him. Too cocky. He ain't earned nothing.
Hey guys, what's up? This is
6'5". Who the fuck is
his father.
I want to find the case.
What would happen?
I'm trying to find the case. Lincoln Peterson arrested. Hold on. Las Vegas. Here we go. Yo shot his father because his parents took away his digital devices. Because he was getting poor grades in school. The judge gave him probation for that. This happened in Las Vegas. I'm ready to show y'all. I thought it was fake when I first seen it.
Killed his father over taking away his digital. Teenager who killed his father over taking away his digital devices sentenced to probation. Lincoln Peterson agreeing to a plea deal back in April. Now, according to court documents, he pled guilty to voluntary manslaughter. That incident happened inside the family's home near Smoke Ranch and Rainbow back in December when Peterson was just 15 years old. Well, on Thursday, a judge sentenced Peterson to 5 years probation. To read more about this story and the family's plea for leniency, as well as other stories on this issue, you can visit our website at 8newsnow.com.
Well, that's all they got. So let me read it. A 16-year-old who shot and killed his father for taking his digital devices away for poor grades was sentenced to probation after accepting a plea deal in April. Lincoln Peterson was 15 years old when he shot his father, Jeremy Peterson, on December 28, 2024, inside the family's home near Smoke Ranch Road in Rainbow Boulevard. Records show Lincoln Peterson was initially charged with murder, but agreed to plead guilty to voluntary manslaughter. Wow. With the use of a deadly weapon. Yo, why they don't be giving us those options? Yo, how was that not first or second degree murder? Like, how does that get broken down to involuntary manslaughter? Shit is crazy. On Thursday, August 14th, he was sentenced by Clark County District Judge Tariq Jones to 5 years of probation and a suspended 3 to 7.5 years sentence. So he got yo, this is a hell of a deal. So he got 5 years probation, and all he got to back up is 3 to 7.5 years. During his probation period, he must follow these conditions: no consumption or possession of alcohol or marijuana. Must provide all passwords for any computers, cell phones, and social media accounts per probation. Comply with imposed curfew. Get his GED. Complete counseling. If Peterson violates any of these conditions, he will go serve his suspended sentence. Yo, that is crazy. Man, shit, a whole bunch of people got sentenced to life and was young as shit. Like, yo, they really let you get probation. Now, the mother, District Judge Tariq Jones ordered probation with conditions including counseling. After Peterson spoke and the family member said they forgave and still love him, the judge said she had never seen someone with so much support and so many people willing to offer service if she ordered probation. Nothing compares to losing the love of my life. This the mother, my husband, and knowing that my son's actions was the cause, said Abigail Peterson, the victim's widow and defendant's mother. But unless you stood in my place, you cannot understand the depths of the pain that coexists with forgiveness and love. Prosecutors argued to limit their sentencing argument to a total of 6 to 15 years. All right, so this is what happened. Peterson's mother told the police the family took his electrons away as punishment for declining grades. According to court records, she and her husband believed he was sneaking electronics, which led to an argument. The teen said his mother had struck him with a belt, according to an adult certification order. He was running from his parents when he picked up a handgun, excuse me, sitting on top of the dryer and fired backwards, but denied knowing knives of hitting anyone. Yo, so he got probation for shooting at his parents blindly. I appreciate it, man. So he said he was running from his parents when he picked up a handgun sitting on top of the dryer and fired it backwards, but denied knowing anyone was hit. Weeks before the shooting, Patterson's sister reported he had waved an unloaded gun at his family, then pointed to his head and pulled the trigger. Come on, man. See, yo, this is why I be saying the things that I be saying. You know what I mean? When we be having our young boys crashing out and getting in trouble and doing wild shit, this is why I be like, man, shit, he don't deserve no motherfucking life. Because we keep having instances like this where motherfuckers get off. They say it was a terrible mistake. The 15-year-old with some impulse control issues made a really terrible mistake, said prosecutor Laura Rose, who argued that a straight grant of probation would not be appropriate. She could not ignore the violence of the case as well as doing something that served without any type of adequate provocation. Defense lawyer Ryan Helmick told the court he did not believe Patterson intentionally killed his father and requested probation. Helmick requested probation and said that his client has learned from his mistakes in his custody and in custody has attended school and read 88 books. One of the older sisters said, my father passed away. I will not have him for the rest of my life, she said. The teen older sister said, I will not get to have a wedding where he walks me down the aisle. I will not get to introduce my children to him. But as much as my family is torn apart, there's God, I can't say the word. It's reconciliation. And I do believe in forgiveness. Yo, this is crazy. But that's the world we living in, y'all. That's the world we living in. You know, some people get breaks, other people don't. The fuck, meatball still bouncing? What the fuck is Mama Duck doing outside twerking? She too old for that, yo. Sean Kemp sentenced to 30 days. The Menendez brothers got denied parole. 804 track. Alright, Spencer. Hey, y'all, I seen some funny shit earlier. about the Menendez brothers, right? Y'all know they've been trying to get these boys free for a long time, right? So I think one of them got a daughter. She goes on Instagram talking about how she gonna expose the corruption in the system, and I'm like, oh shit, you just realized the system was corrupt? Like, how long it took you to realize that shit? Because I know it been a particular group of people been telling you how corrupt the system been for how many years now. Y'all ain't listen. What's up, Ricky Rick? Telling her she gonna expose them and she ain't gonna stop until people see how the system really works. And I'm like, man, I think you're a day late and a dollar short with that. I think people been exposing the system for a long ass time. But this is one of them situations where people only care when it affects them. That's why I speak on cases like Oblox and other cases where, yo, regardless if they guilty or not, they didn't get a fair shake. You know, they didn't get a fair trial. And people don't mind. People don't care. People don't care when it happens to other people. But the minute that shit happen to one of your family members or your friends or happen to you, you're going to be having a whole different perspective. See, with me, it already happened to me before. You feel me? So I ain't trying to sit around and watch it keep happening to other people, yo. They'll fuck you over, man. Yeah, I seen that. That was fucked up. Yeah, I seen that. Nigga beat the case and they still violating. That's the shit you sent me the other day, right? It's a dirty game, yo. It's a dirty system. Man, shit, you already know. I don't play no games. Yeah, but I just thought that was funny that this lady was speaking about exposing the system. Like, man, this system been exposed a million times. They ain't changing nothing. This shit is running like a motherfucking locomotive. You hear me? Fine old machine. That's how they want it to work. Yep, that's how it work. Fall out. That's why I don't respect it. These dumb motherfuckers.
Bro, we're gonna die. Just ride. Bro, we're going to die. I'm scared. That's what I'm gonna tell them. I don't want to die, okay? I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to die. No, I ain't.
Yo, slow. They shouldn't be riding in the car with you. You talk that slow, you can't ride with me, yo. if your speech ain't moving at a certain pace, we can't be friends, yo. we can't be riding in the car together. We can't be committing crimes together. We can't do none of that shit. You gotta be able to talk a little faster, yo. Straight up. Cause shit happen fast. You heard me? Shit happen fast. You listening slow, so your mind ain't comprehending. So we can't even. You know, we'll never be in that type of situation together. Fuck no. Yeah, they gonna be slow as a bitch. Hey yo, but I'm ready to go to bed. I gotta go to my nephew football game tomorrow. What time is it? God, that's 5 o'clock. Oh shit, I got like 2 hours. I'm from Baltimore, bro. Yo, make sure y'all hit that like button. I gotta go, yo. Hey yo, did anybody hit the Cash App? We gotta go to Cash App. Cause y'all been playing on Cash Apps. I'm starting to think my Cash App broke. I ain't received the Cash App in days. Yeah, y'all know if this is Umar Johnson, people will be getting blocked. If this was Umar Johnson, people will be getting blocked left and right. You know, because There's no nation like donation. There's no nation. I figure he had to know him, man. He had to know him. That's all. Maybe he did some shit like that. He had to know he was getting some type of money. But like I said, hit that like button, hit the cash app. It's another day. Keep it G News. And I'm out.